This is an alleyway in Andover. It was a bright sunny day and the shadows caught my eye and I thought, that'd be nice. Straightforward, nice and simple. Let's see if we can do it quickly and get a bit of life into it. So I'm using soluble ink and a watercolour wash. So initially we're going to do the ink and just get the basic outline to begin with, concentrating on the dark areas and guttering. It's a bit off. Never mind, don't worry about that. It will sort itself out. And try and keep it swift and not worry too much about details, as I often spend too much time worrying and fiddling, and it tends to take, to some extent, takes the life out of the painting. Where are we? Down to the slightly up. There we go. Try and keep things moving. Be really careful with these sharp angles, otherwise I personally tend to underestimate how sharp they are. You can lose the effect of the depth if you're not careful. Okay, that's okay. Another pipe here. That's about there. Not sure it's worth even putting these windows in. There's barely anything there to show. Darkness of some brick and shade. That's about it. Okay, a bit of signage. Or lighting for that. I have no idea what that is. Dark bit there. And we get these arched window frames. Make sure everything is still running towards the vanishing point. Which I'm guessing is around there. There we go, vanishing point. There we go. Just knock it in, don't over fuss. Slightly off though, it shouldn't be. Again, don't worry about it, just keep going on, getting getting the shapes in. It's good using the fountain pen because you do tend to get a bit of a hit and miss sometimes, and that does benefit. Certainly my drawing anyway. Removes a lot of the precision. Yeah, we got lots of these windows here. I'm actually working off a very poor photograph that I printed out on my printer, which doesn't get much use, and it's terrible. So everything's kind of pink, but I'll put a decent photograph up so you can see the actual colours. Well, not as much colour, but okay, so I've got some more windows here. Always have to be careful with this pointing towards the vanishing point. I keep forgetting, like I did there, I should be more at a sharper angle. But you can get away with a few mistakes. There we go. Alright. It just feels so unnatural, some of these angles, but it works. I'm not going to bother with the rest of these, they're kind of not that important. Just vaguely put something in. Off to the side so you don't have to worry about the detail. Okay, so we've got some more kind of doorway. Again, there's not much to show there, it's just darkened brick. Lots of nice reds in these bricks. Well, the photograph is yeah, not sure. My poor quality printout of the image reveals a lot more difference in the colour, which is quite interesting. You don't see it so much in the decent image. So I will use both. Okay, just little bits and bobs of whatever. Just lines and wires and things to ignore. Something there to root that to the ground. I've got something coming down. Wire coming down. Blah blah blah. That'll do. Okay, I think that will do for the sketch. He says, then promptly starts adjusting it. I'm going to fill in any more details later on. Oh, we've got these windows in the middle. Right, from my past experience of doing windows, don't do the fiddly bits until it's dry. Especially with these waterproof, these soluble ink. You put all the black details in, then you wash over it with water and it goes everywhere and makes a big mess. So we're going to leave them blank for now. So I am learning slowly. It's taking a long time. So let's just fill in this archway here. So we got all in very dark shade. Do I draw the people? Well, that looks a bit weird with that people, I guess. Okay, so we got. Giant. Okay, that's a suggestion of people. Keep that all very kind of bright and distant. So I need to make sure there's not too much detail in the back to push it further back because we're looking through. Okay, ready for the paint, for the wash. Okay, let's start with the sky. I've got some cerulean blue with a touch of ultramarine. I'm just going to give it a little wash down the centre, and that's going to be it. So nothing exciting. Leave a bit of white for the sky. That's it. Let's see if I can actually leave it like that without fiddling. I'm going to water that down a little bit and just give it a touch on these windows. It's not obvious that there's anything there, but just mess around with it a little bit. Then now, because I've got scared, I'm just going to take some of that out. So it looks too strong. I know it's going to fade, but I just want to put a bit of life into these windows. They're the only ones in the sun, so apart from this one here. They're really in the dark, so I'll leave that. Just leave that there. Don't fiddle, don't mess. Right, let's crack on with the. Let's stick with the lights. Lights first. So we've got kind of a creamy yellow. Creamy yellow for the this side over here. I've got the shadows coming down. Don't forget the shadows because that's what this is all about. Well, the sunlight and the shadows. So let's see if that's how this turns out. There's nothing creamy about that at all, is there? I can put it in a touch of just turning green. Put in a touch of paint grey to cool it down. That is nothing like that. Let's just be brave. See how it goes. It's not the most sunlit of colours, is it? There we go. Just get through that, skip through that so we don't pull too much of the ink out. Paint over, that's fine. Oh, it's dirty, isn't it? Not what I expected. There we go. At least that's different. Just phase that out a bit. Phase it out. Dab it out. Just push it back into the. Got a nice fuzzy head now. So that's quite dark. So I'm going to have to really darken these reds down so it brings it out. Okay, I'm just going to pull a bit of that. There's a lot of water there. You know what I should have done? I should have left it as white. But we'll see how it goes. Okay. I think that may work. I've got some burnt umber, cadmium red, and a muddy puddle. Let's see how this goes. Ew. So we kind of need to I've added some more cadmium red to the mix just to stop it becoming all one blanket colour. I'm just going to take that straight down there. Just added some water in. Get them mixing together. Okay, that's I'm gonna have to work some magic with it. Okay, so over here we've got some greys. Oh, wow, that's a little strong. Leave a lot of white if we can. Okay, not too bad. We've got the roof up here, which is a mixture of Payne's grey and the brickwork, I think. I'm just going to loose wash and then a bit of texture, a bit of that colour, a bit of that colour. Payne's grey and yellow. I seem to be surprising myself. Okay, there we go. Little tiny amount there. No idea what colour that's going to turn out like. Stick some down there. Blech. It looks basically the same as what it was before. Let's try that. It's kind of turning green because of the Payne's grey. I've only got one brush of this, so a bit of work. Right, here we go. I've got that bit across the top there. And then down to the window. Oh, it's not dark enough, is it? And then across. And then it comes across down there. Okay, that's terrible. Good shapes. I'll try again. This is going to go badly because it's already wet. And I've probably not got enough paint. No, it's not enough. Let's get rid of that so I can get this dry quickly so I can get on with it again. Right, I'm going to come back to that. So, in the meantime, I'm going to... Apart from wish I'd left some things white. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was a bad idea. Wait, I didn't even test it anyway. Oh, I'm so brave. Oh, this is looking bad. Sometimes you can be too brave. Keep going. Keep going. How much do you reckon that's going to fade out? Not at all. So I'm getting let's try this out and try and pull some colour from it. Yeah, that makes it better, doesn't it? Oh, too much water, too much water. Okay, this is interesting. Is the only thing I could say. Is it good? No. There you go. So I should have left that white at the back. I've got a feeling I'm going to have to do all this again. pure black, pure paint. Oh wow, pure paint is great for that. That may help with the contrast a bit. It's dark and dingy in this alleyway. I'll lighten up this road and hopefully stop it looking so weird. Bring these people into it a bit. Oh, it's coming out again, I think. At least it's looking like a shadow now, rather than a big black mass. Okay, it's looking interesting. I'm not quite sure just yet. I may have recovered it. I've no idea what I was doing here, it just felt good. Right, I'm going to let that dry. Then I'm going to go over it with a pen and see how it looks. Just spotted a bit more. I'm just fiddling now, aren't I? Fiddling away. Okay, leave it there. Back in 2 minutes. Okay, we're all dry now. I think I've been very much heavy-handed with the colour on this, so there's nothing I can do about that. I can try and do the best with what I've got. So I've just got the ink again. I'm just going to go and just try and pull out the darks, sharpen up some of the edges, put a little bit of detail here and there, just a pen will work. Just to try and salvage what I can, put some definition back in. Three. I just quite like that shadow. I know it's completely mangled, but has a shadowy effect. not sure this is improving it, but it makes me feel better. These windows I should have just not bothered with. Bit of a suggestion, I should have left it at that, because you can't see anything. This is not a good idea, is it? Yeah. It just looks like I put a lot of iron bars on there now. I think I'm going to... Right at this moment, I will just want to throw this away and start again. But I shall carry on. Because I might change my mind. It does have some good points. Not intentional good points, but there's bits I kind of think, yeah, that's alright. But mostly I'm thinking, nah, not so good. Let's give it some time. I always think more highly of my paintings after a bit of time. I think this might be the exception. Let's see. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you didn't, thank you for your patience.